Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Sack here. It's January 17th, 2017. We're looking at the cover of CNN.com. Their headline this morning: Confidence in Trump drops. And real quick, what I want to do is I want to highlight this headline and show you what the numbers behind the headline are. This phrase sums to 117, and today is January 17th, 1/17. For more than a year and a half, the entire time Donald Trump's been on the campaign trail up to the present, the media has been coding the number 117 around Donald Trump. And my speculation from what I have documented in the past year is that this is a tribute to the CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency. Many people don't realize what the purpose of the CIA is. The purpose of the CIA is to steer the general public. The United States of America is not a sovereign nation. It is part of the New World Order. It is part of a military agenda worldwide. The U.S. is essentially the military faction of the New World Order. That's what this nation was established for. That's why there's so much military worship in this nation. And something else I want to show you: the United States of America sums to 99. Just like if you write out the word 13, nation began with 13 colonies, 13 stripes on the flag. Notice that in this phrase, the United States of America, there's just two S's. In this gematria study, for each S, you can add 9 more. So 2 S's is 18 more. 9 plus 9, add 18 to 99, you're back to 117. For nearly 2 years now, Donald Trump has had the number 117 coded on him again and again. Fitting that we get this headline on January 17th: Confidence in Trump drops. Now check this out. The article, here's the article. If you click on it, article's right here, says Donald Trump will become president Friday with an approval rating of just 40%. Ronald Reagan was the 40th president. They've drawn a lot of parallels between Reagan and Trump, actors becoming president. According to a new CNN ORC poll, the lowest of any recent president, and 44 points below that of President Barack Obama, the 44th president. So that means Obama came in with an 84% approval rating, which it says right here. Obama took his oath in 2009, 8 years ago, with an 84% approval rating. Now remember, 44 is the number that has connected Obama and Trump since 2009 during the entire time of the birther argument. Obama is the 44th president, but only the 43rd person to be president. Just like how Trump's the 45th president, but only the 44th person to be president. So Obama, number 44, Trump, the 44th person. Obama ran on hope. Remember, that was the big word with his likeness back in 2008. Hope 44. Let's look more carefully at 40, 44, and 84. Just want to emphasize these points. The number 44, if you take the numbers that divide into it, they sum to 84. 84. When you write out 40 as a word in gematria, it sums to 84. This article begins by saying that Trump is at 40%, 44 points below the 44th president. So again, 44 connects to 84, like the percentage that Obama was sworn in with. 40 in gematria also connects back to 84. And notice, United States equals 40, United States of America equals 84. Obama, the 44th president, his birthday is 8/4. As we write that in the US, looks a lot like 84. The name Obama in Jewish gematria is 84. Donald Trump began his Jesuit training in 1964 at Fordham University, Jesuit school, Jesuit 84, the Jesuit States of America. Trump put out this tweet that goes with the article. Look at this. They got this from 5:11 in the morning. Supposedly 35,000 people like this. 35,000 people who don't have a clue about what's going on in this nation. He writes, the same people who did the phony election polls and were so wrong are now doing approval rating polls. They are rigged just like before. Remember when Donald Trump said that the election was rigged and he wouldn't accept it if Hillary won, but he'd accept it if he won? I mean, just think about what a buffoon statement that is. Anyway, Donald Trump began his campaign June 16th, 2015. 16/6 as they write it in lots of parts of the world. The White House equals 166. Donald Trump beginning his campaign on June 16th. From the start of his campaign to Election Day was 511 days, and he's going to take office with the 115th Congress. 511, 115, reflections of each other. 511 is also a number for Saturn. Saturn in Jewish gematria is 511. Saturn's magic cube has a sum of 45. 45, a number associated with Saturn worship. Donald Trump, the 45th president, announced as the president on November 9th, or the president-elect, November 9th, the anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall. Donald Trump, Mr. Wall. So anyway, it's just all reporting by the numbers. I keep begging channels to share this gematria knowledge. No one wants to share it. They just want to act like it's not real, like it doesn't exist, like the news headlines aren't made every single day this way. I don't know if it's because people are too fucking stupid, which is likely. I mean, that is the case. I do know that the people of this world are too fucking retarded. I mean, it's the only way to explain anything. How is Donald Trump, how can this man even possibly be running as president of a nation? It's because it's a nation of fucking retards, you know? They give you this fucking retard Republican to represent the nation of fucking retards. Just like they always do. I mean, look at who the last Republican president was. George W. Bush. Retard. Son of a former president. Cokehead. Probably a crackhead. Couldn't even formulate a sentence. Who was the Republican president before that? It was his father, who also wasn't very bright. He could only get his words together when he was talking about the New World Order by the numbers. Do you guys notice that about this nation? The Republican Party, they always put these fucking morons in there. It's because you have to be a fucking retard to vote Republican. How else could you possibly vote Republican unless you're a multimillionaire? All that party does is make tax cuts for the rich and make everything worse for everyone else. That party only represents the super rich, the industrialists, the bankers, the warmongers. They don't represent anyone else. If you're a Republican and thinks that party represents you somehow, it's because you're a fucking moron. The Republican Party, they're not here for us. The Democratic Party, they're not either. The Democratic Party, all they are is a bunch of spineless cowards. They try to pretend like they're something different than the Republicans, but really they govern the exact same way. They do all the same things, you know? They just try to make it look like they're better. And, you know, at least when the Democratic Party's in there, the president seems, you know, like an intelligent human being, can speak, conducts themselves appropriately. For the most part. I mean, don't twist my words. I can't stand Obama. Can't stand Bill Clinton. They're liars. They're frauds. They're deceivers. But they don't represent as poorly as the Republicans. Just Republicans, all that comes out of their mouth is trash, preach horrible values. It's a really sick party. And you have to be really sick up here in the head to vote for this party. And a lot of people in the U.S., they are sick in the head. This is a mentally ill nation. You know, most people don't know what mental illness, but mental illness is what the average American suffers from. And just look, I mean, these are all the signs of mental illness. Not having any compassion for anything in this world, not caring about other people, the environment, you know, just thinking about yourself, not having the ability to reason or think logically. The American people, this is them. All they care about is themselves. They can't think. No critical thinking skills, no reasoning skills. Living in fear, you know, participating in, for the most part, gluttonous behavior, overeating, overconsuming, blowing their money on junk. All of this is how Donald Trump has come to be. Perversely sick nation, mentally deficient nation, nation ruled over by the numbers, and no one cares. Again, I'll just show it to y'all one more time. If you're out there thinking this is a coincidence, that's part of your mental illness. That brain of yours that doesn't work. If you voted for Donald Trump, that's because you're mentally ill. Nobody who is right up here voted for Donald Trump. Only mentally ill people voted for Donald Trump. I mean, a guy who, what did he do on the campaign trail? Had no ideas for anything, had hate for all groups, presented himself as a pig. Even at the debates, I can't stand Hillary Clinton, but Hillary Clinton cleaned up Donald Trump at the debates. She made him look like a moron. He made himself look like a moron. He kept trying to talk over her. She was, for the most part, polite and put up with it. I think I can think of one time where she tried to speak where he was speaking, and he started saying, "Sure, it's my turn. Don't talk over me, sure." After, for the prior 2-3 debates, whatever it was, he'd been talking over her. I just thought, what a fucking loser this guy is. Talks over the whole debates. The first time she does it, he has a little hissy fit. That's called a bitch. And that's actually called an American. I mean, that represents what most of America is. Bunch of loudmouth losers who like to talk shit, but then anytime they hear anything back, they start crying and can't take it. The United States of America, nation of rejects, losers, morons, sheeple. Things I've all known since I was 18 years old after 9/11. I found out everything I need to know about this nation and the nation of morons it was. The people who couldn't see truth, who'd fall for anything. I mean, think about how stupid you had to be to fall for 9/11. A man in a cave took down the nation that spends trillions on defense and intelligence. You gotta be really fucking stupid. You gotta be a fucking moron. You gotta be an American citizen. Until next time, truthseeker.